One of the most common things that I've run into in working with people that holds them back is simply a lack of self-belief. I've worked with a ton of people that have huge goals, and that's good. Big goals, big ambitions, and I want to say they talk a big game about really wanting to make it happen, and they set these goals as far as like what they're going to do to accomplish the big goals, but then at the same time, they have this mental block, right? Where they lack the self-belief, right? They go, I want this goal, but there's this part of them that doesn't really believe that they can get it. And that mentally will hold you back a ton, okay? So how can we kind of overcome this? What are some things that you can do to overcome that lack of self-belief, right? There are a few things, but I want to focus on one in this video, which is a lot more of a practical approach of what you can actually do for it, right? That's what I want to focus on in this video. And that is breaking down goals into actionable steps so that you don't have to think about whether or not you will achieve it or not. You just have to take action, because the lack of self-belief typically causes people to take less action. They don't put in the effort that's really necessary because they think, oh, maybe if I, that way they kind of have an excuse. Like if they don't achieve the goal, they can look back and just go, oh, well, I didn't try enough, or I failed there. And then it causes a lot of this kind of spiral of negative thought and negative self-reflection and things like that. But if we can remove sort of this judgmental part and this aspect of whether or not I believe that I can do it, and we focus solely on actions, then as long as we take the actions, we are succeeding, right? So what do I mean by this? Like, let's take a fitness example. Okay? Let's take fitness, for example. Most people, they just don't follow their regimen, right? They don't follow the plan. They don't follow the diet, if they have a diet, things like that. It's super simple, but most people just don't do it. And then they have a lot of excuses, whatever. We don't need to talk about that. But let's break this down. Let's say you want to get down to a certain weight, or you want a certain body type, right? If you're like I talk about, fathers and parents and things like that. If you wanting to become strong, let's have you have a workout regimen where you're going to the gym 3 times a week. We have a clear, training program, and you just follow the program, right? Like, you just follow it and you don't miss, right? And then we have the eating habits as well. You eat a certain amount of calories, you eat a certain type of diet, whatever it is that you're on, and you actually hit that every single day. And you hit it accurately, without excuses, without lying to yourself. Okay? Let's just imagine that for a moment. We take out the end goal of the body type or the strength or the look or whatever that I want, and we just go, okay, I'm going to the gym on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'm eating this way every single day. That's it. Let's just focus on those. And then you actually do it. Well, now, over time, because we've laid out the plan to get there, the self-belief of whether or not you will get there, it's not really relevant anymore. We're just focusing on the actions, the daily actions and the daily habits that will get you there, right? So the self-belief, like, let's take business, for example. Let's say you have to make cold calls or something like that, and the statistics show that you got to make this amount of calls, every single day in order to make this amount of money or this amount of sales, let's say, right? So instead of focusing on how much money you want to make and the end, we start with that, and then we work it backwards to, okay, I have to make this many calls every single day without fail, and I have to do them the correct way, right? With, all the skills and the training and whatnot that you have in this scenario, let's say, and you just do the actions, you put in the reps, you do the work. Now you get to the other side. Now you make it to the end goal without even thinking about it. We thought about it at the beginning and we use it to stay driven and stay motivated and all that kind of stuff. But the daily actions, they're there. We know what we're doing. We show up every single day and we hit those actions without fail, without missing, and we do those. Boom. Now the way that you feel or the belief or lack of self-belief that you have is irrelevant, right? And so we can apply this principle to anything in life, right? Where, again, tons of people suffer from a lack of self-belief. But this is just one way of overcoming that, is by essentially removing it, right? And it's hard to completely remove it from yourself, but if you focus not on the end goal, but the daily actions, like I said, like I've been saying this whole time, and you just focus on completing the tasks day by day, building that habit, putting in those reps, eventually you will succeed, regardless of if you believe in yourself or not. I will catch you guys on the next video.